number. So I will say 1 is here, 1 in a space. So the number here is what we call space. In fact, this is what we call also a space diagram. No? Space diagram. We call this space diagram. Space diagram. Because you are creating a space other than joint, no? Space diagram. Joint A. Joint A. So I will call that as a space diagram. Not a free-body diagram, but it really came from free-body diagram. So how will I number it? It's like this. So mag-insert ko text box, no? So I will call this as 1. That is 1. Okay, that's 1. I will erase this one. I hope I can fix outline. No outline. Apa matang itu? Pinukir. Online. Tekstil. Pinukir. Tekstil. Okay. Next box. Okay. So yung ano, so meaning that the pie is divided, the whole circle, the whole pie is divided into pieces. Okay, so this one is one piece, and the other one I will call that the second piece. So I will copy that and then paste that again here. I'll go clockwise, or you can go counterclockwise. So here I go counterclockwise. Okay, so whichever is 1. Mas 1 sa inyo. So I will call this 2. Okay, 2. Actually, kung ako na ito yung circle, kaya mga samok-samok na siya. So, ato na siya i-cut. No? So, next is the third space. So, I will copy 2 and paste that again. Copy and paste that and paste again. So, I will have this one as 3. This is the third space. And this is the fourth piece, no? So if you go clockwise is 1, 2, 3, 4. Kung saglit yung bisis na ko ani, ang bisis na ko ana is the circle. The circle, asa ba to? Kung balik ha. Ano mo na copy. Paste. Ini sila. Ano siya, so I will copy and paste. So this is the third one. Then the fourth one. So that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the basis of this is the space created by the pie, no? So muli siyang unang piraso sa pie, ikadong piraso sa pie, tulong piraso sa pie, kaupat piraso sa pie. Okay. Now here you should start at the known force, no? Known force. So either you go clockwise or counterclockwise, no? So I'd rather start counterclockwise. So I will go somewhere there. No? If I go clockwise, counterclockwise. So this will be like this. Okay. So I will start 4 to 1. So 4 to 1, 4 to 1. So 4 to 1. In going 4 to 1, so you start here. You start with 4 to 1. There is a 10 kilo. You cross a 10 kilonewton line. If you transfer from point 4 to 4 to 1, because you go counterclockwise, not clockwise, you cross a line, an arrow. No, you cross an arrow is 10 kilonewton. The direction is downward. So you have to reflect that, no, in your force polygon. This will be the force polygon. Force polygon. At first wala pa kay sulod sa force polygon kaya wala pa man ka nag nag nag-rubing. Mag-rubing magkani. Taman mo sirado, no? So 4 1 1 to 2 2 to 3 tamo balik ka sa imong gikanan 4, okay? So force polygon. So counter clockwise starting 4 to 1. Next you have 1 to 2. Next is you have 2 to 3. Until makabalik, you got 3 to 4. So muna yung mga hindi na ka mo gamit ito point system sa you're not going to adapt the point system in method of joints because that is only for method of joints. Dinhi akong gigamit is kini man graphical method, no? Ano itong graphical method ani? Kini graphical method ba itong gigamit, no? So instead of using that, we use this one, no? Yung numbering, space diagram numbering. And then from the space diagram, makaduring ka diha og gitawag nato nga force polygon. Okay, force polygon. Ako siya. Sa galing ng force polygon, mao na siya ang figure nga imong ma-drawing kung imong ipantay ang gulit ni tanan nga mga arrow dinhi. Tanan arrow walay ibilin, tanan. That's why it's necessary that where you start 4, if you go counterclockwise, you end up with 4. Okay, so I start with 4 to 1, I end up with 3 to 4. So the same number 4 is 1. That's my start, and I end up here. Okay, so meaning I go back to where I started. Okay, now it's necessary that the starting point, no, the starting point should be known. Like example, 4 to 1, or that you pass by a known force, so that's okay. But if you start from 3 to 4, that's not really recommended for a beginner. But if you are already good, you can start anywhere. No? So as a beginner, you start with a known force. No? Either 4 to 1, then 1 to 2. So mas maayo kay naagian mo tanan, no? Naagian mo tanan. Okay. So may tabunan na niya is 4 to 1. Doon ako'y arrow, no? Arrow going down. See, this is an arrow, okay? This is 10. Ito mo na siyang 10. Muna siya 10. Okay? Ako lang na siyang nylon na kung kulong niya na. Muna siyang 10. Kaya siguro ang gidako niya, muna na akong 2 o 1.5. Okay. So, muna siyang line niya 4 to 1. So, ang height niya na 10. Okay? 4 to 1. Now, we call this line 4 na siya, no? 4. Home copy is. So, mauna siya. So, ito. Palit lang. Okay. So, 4 na siya. Home copy is. So, muna siya basically ang 4 to 1, 4. Nasa sa end, kaya ako na ito na siya. Copy na lang. So 4 to 1 is actually a 10 kilonewton load. No? That's 4 to 1. Okay? So, ako na siya ipubos ko may 4 to 1. Okay? Para na ako space. So, basically, that's your 4 to 1. So, if that is 10 kilonewton, okay, parang ako is 10 kilonewton. That's 4 to 1. Then, next is 1 to 2. 1 to 2 starts with 1. Then 1 to 2 is 27.5. You close an arrow which is 27.5. That's the line of action of the reaction. 1 to 2. 27.5 is a lot longer than 10. In fact, if you scale it, that's 2.75 longer than the first arrow. So if I'm going to make that arrow, I will copy this, copy and paste that. So all I have to do is I will just reverse it, no? Because that arrow from 1 to 2 is a vertical one, but that will be 2.75 longer than that one. So 2.75 longer, so maybe like that. Or more than that. Okay. So ako pa siya ipaubos kayo para dito mapiki. Okay. So, 10 man na siya. No? Muna man na siya giingon. Ay. Muna siya giingon na ito na 10. Muna siya 10 kataas, no? 1.1. So, ang 1 to 2 is a lot longer. Ano siya? Muna siya 1 to 2. Ako lang niya sila inog color, no? Lain ko na color. Lain ko na color para muna ko na siyang pula. Okay? So, nasa pawan ng taon ang itom, no? So, di mo pwede ako yung naon kay musumpay mo gina siya. No? May rule niya kay 1 man siya. Ang 1, okay, diya magsugod. So, that's it, no? In other words, ang length niya is 27.5. Now, when you go to 2 to 3, so, kini siyang number din is 2 na ni siya, no? Home, copy, paste. Ngayon mo na siya 2 because you already kaduhanan mo nga line, no? 1 to 2. Now, gikan ka sa 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Ni-cross ka og line nga anon. Ibalo ka nga arrow na, kabalo ka nga doon na magnitude. So, there is only two possibilities. It could go to the right or to the left. Okay, so we will try that it will go to the right. Okay, it will go to the right. So, what will I do is I will copy this arrow, move, copy, paste. So, first attempt is that it will go to you do not know the magnitude, so it will be any length of the arrow. It will go to the right. So, that will be your 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Just try, ha? Try lang. 2 to 3. So, that's 2 to 3. Then next, you have a line that's inclined. This line, inclined. That will be your 3 to 4. Because when you go from 3 to 4, niagi man kag arrow, so that will be still considered. Copy and then paste. So, it will start from 3. Okay. Okay. Now, this arrow has two directions. It could go up or it could go down. So, if it will go up, it will not close. Sorry, it will not close. But if possibility, if you reverse the direction into like that, there's a possibility that it will close. Okay, go back to 4. Okay. Now, 4 is somewhere here. So that's 4. Or somewhere here. So they should meet somewhere here. Okay. So this is now what we call your force polygon. It's a triangulation of all the arrows here. First, you started from 4 to 1, so 4 here, to 1, that's 10. Then 1 to 2, a lot longer. So meaning from 1 to 2, this is 27.5, and this one is this length here is only only 17.5. No? 17.5. And then from 2 to 3, 2 to 3, so you have horizontal force. It could not be going to the right. Okay. Why? Because if it goes to the right, wala pagsumpay nimo aning kuan, aning black arrow may incline. Wala na, di lagi wala lagi pag-asa mo balik siya, no? So the only possibility is that it should go to this side. Okay? Tayo na siya nga side. Okay. So this is now what we, okay, 3 to 4, then you are back already to your position. Okay? Okay, so from this, you can say that 2, 3, knowing that this is 3, 4, 5, you can actually use Asian proportion, no? Asian proportion. So if this is 3, 4, 5 angle, you will know that okay, if this is a 3, 4, 5 angle, so you will have this one is 4, so 4 against 3, no? So 4, this side is 4, this one is 3, and this one is 5. Okay. So what happened is that by Asian proportion, 4 against 3, okay, by Asian proportion by ratio or similar triangle, by similar triangle. So na kay this one 4 and 3, okay, 4 over 3 is equal to this line 2, 3 is practically 2, 3 is practically EB, no? PEB. That's this line 2 to 3 represents the force in no, yeah, 2 to 3 represents the force of the member EB. So this will be PEB. PEB over this length 17.5. So you can have PEB there, PEB equal to 4 times 17.5, 4 times 17.5 divided by 3. So that's correct. 33.33 PN. Okay? So, mo ba ito nakuha sa una? Dili, no? I will check kung nakuha ba ito na siya. Oh yeah, so mga gyapon, no? Mga gyapon. Mga gyapon. Okay? So that's 23.33. And this one is what we known as line 3 to 4 that represent line E8. So if we want to do that, this is for using the 3, 4, 5 angle, 4 horizontal, 3 vertical, and 5 diagonal. So we are up there of this one, 5. So by similar triangle again, you have 5 is to 3 is equal to PEH divided by 17.5. Okay? Because this is 17.5. And then you'll have PEH. PEH is 17.5 times 5 divided by 3. You have 29.1666 pm. Okay. That's how you are going to depend on. And the sign, meaning that this one is directed downward, meaning that this arrow is not the the direction is not correct. Only the alignment is correct. No. So this one should go down. That's why it should be negative. But we do not change anything because we determine the result, the magnitude here from this triangulation over here. Okay. So this one, since the sign is similar to the sign here, so this is tension. Okay, that's how to identify tension because the arrow here, it should start from where you end and start again. The arrow 2 to 3. So the direction of 2 to 3 is going to the right, and here you assume it as correctly. So meaning that EB is tension. Whereas when you go from 3 to 4, you go the arrow again, but the arrow is directed downward, so meaning it is opposite to this direction. So the EH cannot be a tension, but this is a compression. Okay. So that is how you do it, no? Differently. So you still have the force polygon that closest, no? Force polygon is triangulation, and then you follow the angle of the member, no? There are only two ways that the direction of the arrow of the member will be possible. Either compression or tension, or going away or going in. Okay? So that's it. No? So first we number the spaces, and then we started from the known force, and then the last will be that. No? So although if you are already expert in graphical determination, you can actually yes. Okay. Okay. So we started from 4 to 1. So 4 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, that's 27.5. So 27.5 is a lot longer than 10. So it's go back pa. So in fact, it exceeds by 17.5. Then 2 to 3, there is a possibility that it could go to the left. But if it go to the left, it will go astray. So the only possibility is only going to the right. So it should be positive. So at first, you do not know the length, but you know that the next line will be a diagonal. Now, if you follow the arrow up, it will go astray. It will not go back to 4. So the only way that it will go back to 4 is that it will be opposite in this direction. So you follow the same arrow, the same direction of the arrow, but you need to adjust the length until that the tip of the black arrow reaches the where you started for. Okay. So this is where you started actually. Okay, I'm gonna start on kidding yet. That one. Okay, that's where you started. Mas kuha siya. Sumbo pa. Okay, that's where you started and then followed by that. Okay. This is what we call the force polygon. Okay, basically you have solved already this line, no? So you have solved that. Now, your next is this joint. Okay. So EB is a positive. So you are here. EB is positive. So this is the force. You have two unknown. Now I will use the same technique. I will number the spaces. Okay, so I can name this as space diagram. Space diagram. Join B. Okay. How will I do my space diagram? Is I imagine that I have a pie. Okay, I have a pie. And then, well, there are only three members that join B. So they are divided by the arrow. No? So there's a this arrow will be a slicing line. So imagine that you're slicing a pie or a cake. Okay. So the cake, the whole cake or the whole pie is sliced into three. Okay. So I will call this. Okay. I think I have to not repeat the line. Not copy. Uh, paste. So I call this one as 2, so this one should be 2. So ito. Ikot yun. So, may tabuan ni class, kini siya din eh. Mauna siya ang 2. Muna di ang 2. May 2 na siya din. Then, if you go counterclockwise, imo na to na siyang 5, no? 5. Okay, nakay 5 diha. So, may mo na siyang 5 down. Okay, dili magbalik-balik ang number. Okay, I will explain later why is that 5. So, this one will be 5. Okay, kay nana mong guti number 4. Kanang 4, na mo na din 4, oh. Nana din ang 4, kaya mo na 4. 4, 1, 2, 2 ni din nga area. Pero tama na sabihin niya, doon na may dividing na line. Dini wala mo reload. So, muna kitawag og 2. Yun siya mo 3. Kini siya 4. So, kini 5 na po ni 5. So, this will be 5. 5. Okay, 5 na siya. Kopyahon ka na. And then, paste. Pag paste ni mo, diha, wala pa na ngalan nga space. Kana siya diha, mauma na siyang space din ni, no? That's 3. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, the arrow are all going away. Okay, the sign correct, positive. Okay, so here we can start from 3 to 2. Okay, 3 to 2. So 3 to 2 is horizontal, so I'll copy that one. 3 to 2. 3 to 2 is PEB, 3 to 2. This one. 3 to 2. Copy. Paste. You know that already. Okay, 3 to 2. But this time, 3 to 2, 3 to 2 is going that direction, but yeah, because you are on the other side. So we will reverse this. Okay. You just make sure. This is okay unta kung AutoCAD ni siya, so din dito, no? So, tara na to kung variable siya Glenn. Variable. So, this is what we call the direction 3 to 2. So, you'll copy that. Copy, then paste. So, 3 to 2, 3, then 2, copy, paste. So, that's 2. After 2, you have a line, no? 3 to 2, you have 2 to 5. So 2 to 5 must be here. 2 to 5. That's 2 to 5. Now 2 to 5 must go back. It could be anywhere, no? But 5 to 3 is a vertical, so meaning that's vertical. One thing that you do not know the length of 2 to 5, no? 5. You do not know the length of 2 to 5. So the next of 5, so that you will go back to your position. So this is your one. Counter clockwise. clockwise. Starting from 3 to 2. 2 to 2. Next is 2 to 5. Next is 5 to 3. Okay, so you start at 3, you will end up at 3 from your space diagram. Okay, so 3 to 2, that's known uh, to be 23.33. This is 23.33. Okay, that's 23.33, 3 to 2. And then 2 to 5, you do not know. So that's 5. Let us say that niya may butang. So then from 2 to 5, ang ato na siya superimpose. 2 to 5. Okay. Now you do not know that how long is that, no? But the principle is that it will always go back to its original point. Okay. So let us say that 5 is here. And then the next to 5 is 5 to 3. So there. So 5 to 3 is a vertical line. So that it will go back to 3. This arrow must have 0. So this one does not exist. So that should not exist. So 5 and 3 are on the same point. 5 and 3. 5 and 3 must be at the same point. Okay, so dapat take mo na siya dito. Okay, so 5 and 3 must be at the same point. So from this, pwede ka maka-conclude na PDC is equal to 23.33 pm. Okay, because they are of the same length as 3 to. Okay, so now 5 and 3 must have 0 magnitude so that there will be no offset, no? It will not go up or down. Okay, so it's still there. And then if this is 0, so that will go directly to 3, no? 2 to 3. So wala na kay 5K. Wala naman siya na divide, bali. So 2 to 3 na siya. So that's why 2 to 3. 2 to 3 and 2 to 5 are the same. Or 3 to 2 and 2 to 5 are the same magnitude. Okay. So again, it follows the same direction. So meaning this is tension because you did not break your assumption. That's it. Tension. Okay. Next is we have this. Okay. Practically. Okay. Okay. So mao to siya class nga kuan ba so dito kay space diagram and cross polygon. So the space diagram is you have different rotation, no? Rotation. So dili siya pareha to kuan sa tawag nato nga we call it as force, no? Along the arrow nga mo gyud ang ngalan sa number. Here we number the space because we are somewhat like going around the spaces, no? But when we going around the spaces, sometimes we pass by a line that's an arrow. So when we pass that line, we should indicate that in our fourth polygon. No? We will triangulate. Then we can have a figure that can be solved using trigonometry only. So that's why sometimes the polygon is not really a polygon; it's just a line, just like what happened to the second fourth polygon. It did not create a polygon, but just a line. So the same principle, the line should go back to where it starts. Okay, so I'm going to make a last space polygon. So I will continue it. No? So I will continue it. So here, if I'm going to continue it, it's like this. Now you know that BH is 0, so we will not include it. No? So I will make one here, okay, a numbering. So the numbering somewhere here is this is number 4, so dapat ini siya number 4 ni siya. Ini siya 4 na siya. Okay, 4. Then in between here, this is 3 here. So ini siya 3 ni siya. Paste na po. Paste. Dapat yun siya 3 na siya. Wala na ng BH kasi that's 0, so we just use it as 3. Okay? And we know this one already. And then the next is wala pa taka-assign ani. Wala pa taka-assign na. Isa-assign na ako na hindi na ko sa number 6. No? Please. So, inuuna ko na siyang 6. Okay. In other words, if we consider this as 1 pi, there are only napalay 7. Napalay 7. So, yes. So, we need this one. Napalay kamay ka na siya 7. Ano siya 7. So, deleting BH. So, ato kay 0 na siya. So, wala na siya. Wala na siya line diha. So, kung ato na siya, if you consider it as a whole cake or pie, the pie is sliced into four pieces. The space 4, space 3, space 6, and space 7 inside the circle. So there are four pieces only. Okay. So the bigger pieces are 4 and 3. The smaller pieces are 6 and 7. As long as they make up the whole pie, or all pieces, if you are going to add them, it will make a whole pie. Now, if you start from 4 to 3, because as a beginner, you start from the known force, and you know this force already. Now, this is equal to 29.166, no? So that's 4-3. So 4-3 is this one. I will copy that one. Or 4-3 to 4. Copy. Okay. So I will start from that. I will kick off from that line. Okay. And then I will just copy that. Copy and paste. But the problem is, since that is directed into that coin, so basically this is what we call 4 to 3. No, 4 to 3. I will mimic the direction. Okay. So this one will be is boom. So this will be 4 to 3. Okay, 4 to 3. Copy. Paste. So that's 4. 4 there. Paste again. I'll change this one into 3. Okay. So where are you now here? Next is 3 to 6. Okay. You know that 3 to 6 is going that way, no? Going that way. So if it goes into this direction, we do not know that we can extend it as long as we can. Okay, but that's too much, no? Okay, so let's say that is the direction of 3 to 6. No? The next line is you have this. Okay, you have that one. You have to think that if that is the next line, it should be put on the where the arrow ends. No? And there are only two ways. It could go down, it could go there, or it could go down. Okay? But if it could go down, it will not go back to 4 again. So, meaning that no matter how you change the direction, because there are only two directions, going there and going that down, it will not go back to its original position. So that means there's something wrong with this line. this 3 to 6. This 3 to 6 must be, I think, going up then. 3 to 6. Okay. 3 to 6 is going up there. So 4 to 3 and 3 to 6. So 3 to 6, then 6 to 7 is going either going up or going down. Going down. Still, it will not go back to its own position. So the only way that 6 to 7 will go to its own position, because 6 to 7 and 4 to 3 has the same direction, only that they are opposing. So 3 and 6 must be at the same point. That's our conclusion. 3 and 6 must be on the same point, so that this one will be not existing. So PCH is 0. I know that 0. That's 0. So that's the only possibilities, that 3, 6. So that 6 to no pala 6 to 7 and did I. Malintan ako ng gamay, no? So that might be wrong. Wrong to assume that one. So I'll go back, no? So 6 to 7, 6 to 7, then next is you have, yeah, it should be like this. You know this one, 7 to 4 as 10, so you are going to copy this. This is 10. Not that one, 10. Copy, paste. So that's 7 to 4, so 7 must be here. 7 must be here. So the name of that line is 7 to 4. So I will just establish that. Copy, paste. So that this must be 7. I should start at 7. Okay. I should start at 7 to 4. So it's going down by 10. This 10. Okay, so this should be 10 here. And then, so that it will come back there, your arrow must be here. It should close. Okay, so this is 3. And then copy that. Paste. So this line here. This line here must be 6. So this arrow might be wrong. Is wrong. It should go on the same direction but opposite direction. The same line alignment but opposite direction. Also, this one is on opposite direction, meaning all PCH and PDH are all 0. Okay. So what is known here? I will color red of what is known. This one is known. That's 10 kilonewton, and this one is also known. Okay. These 2 and 3, you can determine this using graphical. Using graphical, no? Using graphical. Okay. So that's the cosine of this. Okay, the cosine of this, or say okay. But by this triangulation, you can create an equation. So what is that equation? Running para na mo lako ang okay. So that's 6 and that is 3. The first equation is you go the sum of the horizontal length, like the horizontal length of that is 4 over 5 times that's 29.167, 29.16667. Okay, that's the horizontal line. Then minus 4 fifth again, 4 fifth of 67. 67 is PGH minus 4 fifth of 3 to 6. 3 to 6 is PCH. P, C, C, H. It's equal to 0. That's it. Okay, you have to unknown, so you need another equation. The other equation is that you sum of the vertical length. Okay, so the vertical length is okay, sum of the vertical length, so you have minus 10 plus 3 fifth, 3 fifth of 29.16667 plus 3 fifth, 3 fifth of PCS because 3 to 6 here is PCS. Then you have a minus 3 fifth, the sine of theta 3 fifth of 6 to 7 is 6 to 7 is PGH. PGH is equal to 0. So that's the equation you can. Now you need two equations to solve these two equations. Okay. So that is how you solve it, no? So you fit all the joints, no? You can have it graphically. Now, instead of summing up forces, but you need to transform diagram from space diagram to what we call force polygon. Okay, and you you are going to number spaces, and then as you go around the pi, you go around the pi either clockwise or counterclockwise. But in this discussion, I use counterclockwise, and knowing starting from the known force first, so you will until you return to your where you started. Okay, so you can determine forces there. So that's how you are going to determine them graphically. And then class, if you are going to superimpose all the diagram, this is what we call as the Maxwell diagram. Actually, this is the idea of Maxwell. This graphical is also known as Maxwell. So if you will Google this, this is how stuff you are being solved before before the computer is here. Stuff you are solved by using diagrams. So even before without the calculator, the structure can still be analyzed. So this is an old way, but still a good basis for the equation because from the triangulation, you can apply trigonometric equation of forces from the force polygon. Okay, so your bases are the polygon. Okay, so that's it, class. This is a laboratory, so I discussed to you things that is about calculation and how it is being calculated. So the topic that we are discussing this morning is graphical analysis of trusses. Okay. So I will stop at this point. I really find it hard to lecture here in this kind of method, no? At sige lang, hinay kaya itong progress, no? So imagine na nagka-spend tag 1 hour na ito masolve sa problem. Okay? Just because of hinay kaya ang pagbuhat ng diagram. Anyway, what I have demonstrated here are the technique. So I hope you get them, no? So you just continue, no, with other dagan pa kayo, no? Daghan pa kayo, mani pa kadiha, ana pa kadiha. Tamon ma-complete nimo. So all by graphical means, no? Graphical means. So here you have space diagram and post polygon. So instead of equation directly by forces, you are doing it graphically. And since graphically, the trigonometric equation will follow. Okay, I will stop at this point. I will save this. I will save this and then maybe post this as our discussion this morning. Okay, class.